Groning, left side wing, back-to-back threes, got it! Groning with back-to-back triples herself. She's got 6 points, and it's to a 9-point lead again.
Winter is here, and while the Bear is heading indoors, it certainly isn't going to hibernate. It's basketball season, and the gyms of Caribou County are heating up for this season's road to the playoffs.
Taken by Smith. Casey brings the ball forward, passes up ahead, backdoor pass to Lexi White, back to Smith, who puts it up and in.
Whether it's the Soda Springs Cardinals, the Grace Grizzlies, or the North Gem Cowgirls, there is room for all in this Bears winter wonderland.
Stoddard outside, pump fakes on the three, feeds it to Christensen, wide open, splashes it home. Kyrie Christensen with a big three.
So come on in out of the cold and get yourself ready for Caribou County basketball on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
Yamauchi with the basketball, fires it underneath, it's going to be White, reverse layup, and the Cardinals take a 1-point lead on Alexa White's 4th point of the game.
Local sports on KBRV 800 The Bear are brought to you by Sanders Furniture, Reed's Plumbing and Heating, Monsanto, Silver Star Communications, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting.
To Shea Donaldson, open for three, splash it down. Shea Donaldson cuts the lead down to 1 with her first basket of the night.
We are 20 minutes away from tonight's opening tip, so let's head courtside with the voice of Caribou County Sports, Caleb Burgraff.
Welcome everybody once again out to another edition of Soda Springs Lady Cardinal basketball as the Cardinals getting set to take on the West Side Pirates. The JV squad out on the court right now, leading 31-17, trying to avenge their only loss of the season as the JV Cardinals ended up losing to the West Side Pirates when these two teams matched up earlier this season down in the home of the West Side Pirates. And we welcome everybody once again into what should be a big one. It's also senior night for the Lady Cardinals as they are going to be hoping to send their seniors off with a victory here tonight. And we'll hope to have every play of that victory as the Cardinals and the Pirates get set to take each other on here on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com. We have plenty more to come on our pregame show as well as a look at what's going to be happening in this game. 1:18 to go in the JV game. When we come back, we'll have a final score from this one as well as the start of our pregame show with our standout student. That's all on KBRV 800 The Bear with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're
going
to do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Here are your Lalleton food specials for the week of January 28th through February 3rd in Soda Springs. We start off with Bounty 6 counts of paper towels for $5.49 with the purchase of 4. Also with the purchase of 4, you can grab yourself Tide 92 to 100 ounce select varieties of laundry detergent, $9.49. Continuing with the trend of cleaning supplies, Dawn 18 to 21 ounce dish detergents are $1.99 each with the purchase of 4. Those are just some of your specials at Lalleton's in Soda Springs.
Hey America, we need to have a little talk. We've got a lot of food in this country. We've got so much food that we can't eat it all. So how are 17 million kids in America struggling with hunger? That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and gets it to hungry kids who need it. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals as the JV Cardinals coming away with a victory over the West Side Pirates, 33-17, the final score of that game. A 16-point win for the Cardinals to avenge the loss last year to the West Side Pirates, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, to the West Side Pirates. Time for us to jump into our Caribou Motor Rewind standout student as we get set for the varsity game. We'll have their comments right after this on KBRV 800 The Bear with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
For the past 32 years, the team at Caribou Motor Rewind has been specializing in pumps and electric motors, including domestic pumps for house wells. Offering parts and service, they have everything you need. The team at Caribou Motor Rewind thanks everyone in southeastern Idaho for your business and congratulates area high school students on their hard work and dedication to schoolwork and to sports. Caribou Motor Rewind, 198 North Hooper, Soda Springs. Stop in today.
Caleb Burgraff here with McKenna Lewis from Soda Springs High School. You're a sophomore here at the high school, and first of all, thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Second of all, how's the sophomore year been going for you now that you're into the second semester?
It's been good. It's pretty rough with all of the new classes, and it's a lot harder than freshman year, but it's fun.
What are some of the classes that you've been taking this year, and which ones have really jumped out at you as kind of some of your favorite ones that you like going into?
I've taken all of the regular classes like English and science and all of that, but I'm also taking history and art, and I took health and weights, and I really like biology, and I really love English and all of the things to do with English and writing and all of that.
Is that something you're thinking about maybe moving on when you go to college, looking into getting to an English major or something along those lines?
I've always thought it would be cool to be an English teacher, but also I want to be like a nurse, so I'm not sure.
That's where the biology comes into it. If you had a favorite type of literature that you had like to read or to write about, what would it be?
Probably like fiction. I like to make up my own stories in my mind.
Always got to get those creative juices flowing. Talk about teachers in the school too. They can really help kind of broaden the horizons when it comes to classes. Who are some of the teachers you've really been drawn to in the school?
Last year, Miss Pankow, she really made English fun for me. And Mr. Jensen, Mr. Horsley's pretty awesome too in biology. He really is like good about his subject, and you can just tell he likes to teach it. And Miss Fetzer, I love all my teachers.
When you walk into a room and you want to have a good experience with a teacher, what do you look for in a teacher?
The way they greet you, kind of like if they're really opening and they like ask about your day and all of that, it makes me feel like they aren't just there to teach you, they're there to like have a bond with you. Looking at just the overall high school experience, you played volleyball in the fall semester. What was that like for you, and is that something that you enjoyed and you're thinking about doing again as well? Yeah, I love volleyball. I like to be able to grow with my teammates, and I like to be able to work hard and win, especially. I really want to do it again, and I'll continue to do it. Looking at the overall high school experience once again, freshman year to sophomore year, you finally got kind of used to the rhythm of high school now. What are some tips that you figured out for getting yourself through the years and through the semesters? Freshman year, I was really nervous just to come into high school, but if you just have all of your stuff ready and you focus, I've learned this year, if you focus on school instead of all of the other things, like you can still go to basketball games and all of that, but if you focus on the way like people think of you and all of that, it doesn't do anything good for you. So just focus on like your grades and everything, and that just makes it a lot easier. We'll wrap it all up with this. What is your favorite thing about being a Soda Springs Cardinal? When you come through the doors, what do you really look forward to each day? You can just feel the pride we have for our school, especially like you can just feel the way that we all love it, and we all are here to support like our sports, and we all just really, really love being a Cardinal. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in and sit down and talk with us. You're a standout student for this week, and good luck to you the rest of your sophomore year and the rest of your high school career. Thank you. That was sophomore McKenna Lewis on KBRV 800 The Bear as our standout student, brought to you by Caribou Motor Rewind every single week. And we have senior night getting set to get really rolling here tonight as the Soda Springs Cardinals getting set to honor their 3 seniors and send them off hopefully with a victory and a number 1 seed into the district tournament with a game tonight against the Westside Lady Pirates. Both teams coming in 14-5 on the year. It should be a fantastic contest. We'll be back with more after this. Our interview with Maddie Krieger of the Westside Pirates on the way on your home for everything Soda Springs sports and Caribou County, KBRV 800 The Bear, and online at mylocalradio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Hi, this is John Ondrasik of Five for Fighting, here for RAD, the entertainment industry's voice for road safety. You know, style is a personal thing, and your lifestyle is your business. But if you take it on the road, it becomes everybody's business. So please, plan ahead, Designate before you celebrate. Friends, don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Cattlemen have a code of ethics. Live each day with courage. Take pride in your work. Always finish what you start. Do what has to be done. Be tough but fair. When you make a promise, keep it. Ride for the brand. Talk less and say more. Remember that some things aren't for sale, and know where to draw the line. The folks at Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho are proud of the students at Grace High School, investing in the leaders of tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals as they get set to take on the Westside Pirates. About 8 minutes and 50 seconds until the start of senior night tonight. We had a chance to sit down with one of the seniors for the Westside Pirates, Maddie Krieger, who is one of their low post players that had to come in and replace the big body of, excuse me as I completely blank on the name, Darcy Povey, down low after she got hurt in the volleyball season. She had a chance to sit down and talk about how the season's been going for the Westside Pirates, as well as what she thinks the team needs to do to come away with a win against Soda Springs tonight.
Caleb Bergraff here with Maddie Krieger from the Westside basketball team. And Maddie, first of all, thank you for taking the time to sit down and talk. The second thing I want to ask you is, when you think about the season and how it's been played so far, what have been your thoughts on the way that the Pirates have been performing on the court?
We've been performing really well. I think it has to do with a lot of how we act towards each other off the court also. We've just been acting really well, work as a team.
When you look at a team like that, you guys seem to have some of the more depth than some of the other teams in this district have had, even with the injuries that you've had throughout the year and even before the season started. How much has having those injuries forced the team to really come together as a group and work on building that depth instead of relying on one or two players?
We've had to be able to work in different spots, and it made us work harder towards our goal, and it's just really made us, I don't know, it brings us together quite a bit.
Tonight you guys are getting on to take on Soda Springs for the second time. The first time it was a very physical game, a hard-fought game at your place. What did you guys learn from that game, and how disappointing was it not to be able to come away with the win when it was such a physical game?
We couldn't get past half court very easily. That's where we got most of our turnovers, but we've worked on having like 8 people on the court with the varsity trying to get past, and we've worked on lots of physical contact, so I think we're really ready for this game.
Soda Springs obviously has been the team to beat in this district. How satisfying would it be to get a win here on their home court and on senior night, no less, for the Soda Springs Cardinals?
It would be really satisfying because it hasn't happened for a very long time that we've beat Soda, and we haven't beat them here for like a really, really long time.
Offensively, you guys are a team that likes to pound the ball down to the post but can shoot from the outside. Who is a girl outside of yourself and outside of some of the other big leaders on this team, maybe one of the younger girls, that needs to step up and have a good game tonight in order for you guys to come away with a win?
Josie Mejia. She's our point guard, and this is the first year that she's been on varsity, and she's really stepped it up and takes care of the ball really well.
A couple more questions for you, Maddie. The first one looks at momentum as well. When you're trying to build momentum in the back half of the season going into the district tournament, every win is necessary. And how big of an emotional boost would it be moving forward, getting a win here tonight as well?
I think it would just set us into a pace that since we've had 3 straight wins, it would just push us more, and it'll get us ready for districts.
We'll wrap it all up with this too, and that's with 2 teams getting out of the district tournament and making state automatically, no play-in game. Does that take a little bit of the pressure off of trying to be the number 1 team coming out, or is there still that desire and that push to make it as the number 1 seed?
There's still that desire to make it in the number 1.
Maddie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. Good luck to you guys and the Pirates tonight, and hopefully we have a great game between the Cardinals and the Pirates.
Thank you.
That was senior Maddie Krieger from the Westside Lady Pirates here on our pregame show, and the Pirates need to have a lot flow their way if they're going to need to get that number 1 seed, as they need to have the Soda Springs Cardinals lose tonight and then lose against Aberdeen on Saturday when the Cardinals make the trip up to take on the Tigers. But they are still mathematically able to try and get that number 1 spot. We'll hopefully have a chance for the Cardinals to come away with a win tonight, though, and secure all of that on this evening's contest. Senior night coming up for the Cardinals. We had a chance to sit down with one of the Cardinals seniors. Callie Groning joins us coming up next on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Whether or not you like winter, winter is upon us. There has never been a better time to convert to natural gas. Make this winter more comfortable and warm with a natural gas Lennox furnace from Reed's Plumbing and Heating in Soda Springs. The temperature outside doesn't matter. Keep your family cozy for years to come. For a new natural gas furnace, service on your existing furnace, or an in-home consultation, visit Reed's Plumbing and Heating today. 180 South 3rd East, next to the overpass. Reed's Plumbing and Heating. Natural gas worth asking for.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
One stop and get everything on your list. Gas, groceries, fresh deli items, lottery tickets, and all your fish and game licenses. Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs is locally owned and open 7 days a week. You can check the daily lunch specials every Monday through Friday on the Patterson Quick Stop Facebook page. When you need it quick, get it at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs, 111 North Hooper. Go Cardinals!
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience, an ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
About 3 minutes away from the senior night and starting lineups, as well as the national anthem here for the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals. It's time for us to jump into our final interview. Callie Groning of the Lady Cardinals had a chance to sit down and talk with us on Tuesday as she is looking to lead this team to another state championship. She was a part of last year's state championship, but tonight it's about sending her as well as Ariana Finlayson and Tawny Barfus off with victories, as the Cardinals really want to give their seniors the best send-off they can, and that would be a victory against their rival Westside Pirates. Callie Groning joins us now at KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
Kayla Burgraff here with Callie Groning from the Soda Springs girls basketball team. And Callie, this week's a big week, not just for you, but also for the team, as it's the final week of the regular season. There's still a little bit to be decided between yourselves and Westside, and that's why Thursday's game is such a big game for you girls. What's the atmosphere of the team and practices going into that game?
The way we've been practicing is with a lot of intensity and being able to work with what we're given. We don't have a lot of height on our team, and Westside has a lot of height, and so we're practicing to play the best that we can against that and play to our advantage so that when it comes to a situation when we're at a disadvantage, we can capitalize on it and we can succeed.
You talk about that height disadvantage that you have against Westside. Today it looked like you guys were really working on getting the ball down low into the post. Has that been a real emphasis in the last couple of practices of really trying to force it down low to open up the outside game a bit more?
Yes, it has, because once the ball goes inside, the defense sucks in to help, because the most important thing to protect is the basket. So when the ball's closer to the basket, the defense shifts downwards, and that's going to get our shooters open, and we've been shooting really well lately.
One of the other big things about Thursday is obviously it's senior night for yourself, for Tawny, for Ariana. Do you think that's going to be able to play into your advantage? And how big is this one for you, since you've been such a big part of this team for the last couple of years?
Well, it's just another game, but it's cool to be a senior, and being able to be a leader on the court is awesome, but we have to just come out like it's any other game, because senior night, it's a cool night, but when it comes down to it, it is just another game, and we have to play like it's nothing special, and we have to be able to play with that atmosphere, and I think it will help us a lot because it is senior night. And as a senior, I want to represent my team and represent the seniors because as a senior, you need to be a leader. And I think that will be what happens in our game.
One more question on Westside. They were probably the most physical team that you guys have played so far this year. Really got down on you in the post, got onto you guys when it was coming up and down the court. Are you ready for that physicality again in this game? And do you like those physical games where a team actually comes out and tries to, pun the phrase, punch you in the mouth in the early going?
Any physical team we love because when they're physical, we can be physical back, and we're known to be a physical team. And as long as we play how physical that we can, it's not going to be a problem.
Final question just looks at Aberdeen. That's the one on the next side of this one. And the last game of the season can always be a tough game because you're looking forward to the postseason. You're trying to figure out who you're going to be playing. And in this case, it might be Aberdeen back-to-back times with that number 1 versus number 4 seed. What do you guys need to do in order to go in there and take care of Aberdeen like you did the first time?
We just have to come out the same way we always come out. We have to come out with intensity, wanting to play the game at our pace, not at their pace, because when we play at our pace, we play a lot better than when we go down a pace. And I think that it's going to be a lot better if we just come out the way we came out in the past few games.
Callie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk, and good luck to you guys. Congratulations on wrapping up your senior campaign with a good record, and hopefully it'll continue with 2 more wins.
I hope so. Thank you.
The seniors on the court right now as Callie Groning, Tawny Barfus, and Ariana Finlayson being honored in front of the crowd here as we get set for the national anthem and to get underway on KBRV 800 The Bear as well as online at mylocalradio.com. Of course, Tawny Barfus, a senior last time she was out against the Westside Pirates. Not a huge game, but she has had some very strong games before. Ariana Finlayson did not play in the game against Westside, but Callie Groning had 5 points and 8 rebounds. All 3 of them hoping to try and have a strong night against the Westside Pirates. We get set now for the national anthem. We'll take a break and come back with the start of tonight's contest between the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals and the Westside Pirates in a huge, pivotal District 5 matchup on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
Live life comfortably in your new cozy Lazy Boy recliner, sofa, couch, or love seat. With a huge selection to choose from, you'll find the right one for you at Sanders Furniture and Appliances in Soda Springs. If you've been dreaming of brand new kitchen appliances like refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, and chest freezers, you'll be able to find top brands like Whirlpool, Amana, and Maytag. Visit Sanders Furniture and Appliances in Soda Springs. Come find what you're looking for. Sanders Furniture, 148 South Main, Soda Springs.
This year, firefighters will battle thousands of wildfires around the country in hopes of containing them. But a single ember that escapes can travel more than 1 mile where it can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where the ember will land, only what happens when it does. Prepare, protect, prevail. Get fire adapted. Learn simple steps you could take now to reduce wildfire damage later at fireadapted.org. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Learn more at fireadapted.org.
It's so pretty here.
Katie's away at college.
There's the library.
But she can still be close to her mom back home. Travis is working on a big report. High-speed internet puts a world of information at his fingertips. Silver Star Communications provides connections that help students learn and keep families close, even when they're miles apart. Get your family in touch and informed with high-speed internet from Silver Star Communications. Call today or visit silverstar.com.
Would your business survive a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now before it's too late. For a free online tool that helps you develop an emergency plan to keep your business up and running should disaster strike, visit ready.gov/business. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the American Red Cross, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals as we get set for tonight's matchup. And the Lady Cardinals getting set to jump out onto the court. We'll jump into starting lineups in just one moment as we get you prepped here. No sponsor for starting lineups, but that sponsorship is still available as the postseason draws near. And again, if you want to be a sponsor of the Lady Cardinals, be sure to give us a call at 208-547-2400. As far as the Westside Pirates, their starting lineup is going to look the exact same as it looked the last time these two teams matched up. Number 3 is senior Maddie Krieger. Number 5 is senior Addie Cook. Number 14 is senior Abby Povey. Number 20 is sophomore Josie Mejia. And number 31 is senior Mackenzie Aston. On the other side for the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals, number 2, senior Callie Groning leads things off. She's going to be followed on the court by number 4, sophomore 5'6" guard Casey Smith. Number 12 is 5'6" freshman point guard Reagan Yamauchi. Number 15 is sophomore 5'5" post Taylor Myers. And wrapping it up is number 24, 5'10" junior Kirsten Rasmussen. And the Cardinals, last time they went out there onto the court, were really, well, they had a off night with most of them. Casey Smith had the best night out of everybody, 14 points and 0 rebounds. But that offensive production really helped push them out into that lead where they won 34-25 last 2 times these teams faced off. Kirsten Rasmussen had 6 points, 4 points for Kat McCullough, 5 points for Reagan Yamauchi, and 5 points for Callie Groning as well. Taylor Myers did have 1 rebound, but she was one of the few Cardinals in the starting lineup, the only Cardinal in the starting lineup not to necessarily have a good production on the court that night, but part of that's just her height does not necessarily allow her inside on what is the tallest team the Cardinals have taken on this year outside of Marsh Valley. 2 sides will make their way out to center court. Cardinals wearing the home whites with black numbers, red trim around it. Soda Springs across, or excuse me, Cardinals across the front. For West Side, it's the road maroons, white and black down the side with Pirates written across the front in white. Cardinals working right to left, Pirates left to right, and the Pirates win the opening tip, and Mejia will take it up the left side of the court and come across the opening timeline. 7:53 to go. Mejia to the far side, passes it off to Cook. Addy goes into Krieger. Krieger back out to Addy on the wing. Pass inside is going to be taken and moved around up to the top where Addy Cook will try and go back into Abby Povey. Back to Cook once again, and it is going to be a shot popped up and missed. Rebound comes off to Soda Springs and the Cardinals, and Soda will come back the other way with the basketball in their possession. On the right side, Callie Groning gives to Casey Smith. Casey gets the 3 ball to go, or excuse me, yes, that is Casey who gets the 3 ball to go, and it will go back over to West Side and the Pirates for another chance at what will be a Cardinals turnover. So the Cardinals get it back. I apologize, folks. We're having a little bit of difficulty here as the game looks to continue on out there on the court. As we apologize for the video streaming problems as well. We'll try and get this all fixed and resolved as the Cardinals have a 3-2 lead right now. West Side coming back inside on this one, and hopefully we'll get things going here again as Krieger puts up a shot from the right side corner. And the Cardinals will bring it up the right side of the court. Pass over to Callie Groning. Groning kicks it over to Reagan Yamauchi. Yamauchi will give it up back to Casey Smith once again. Casey looks to go to her right. Looks up, another 3, gets her second triple of the game to drop down, and a timeout's going to be taken by the West Side Pirates. We'll take a timeout as well. Back after this on KBRV 800 The Bear and online on mylocalradio.com.
Here are your Lalaton food specials for the week of January 28th through February 3rd in Soda Springs. We start off with Bounty 6 counts of paper towels for $5.49 with the purchase of 4. Also with the purchase of 4, you can grab yourself Tide 92 to 100 ounce select varieties of laundry detergent, $9.49. Continuing with the trend of cleaning supplies, Dawn 18 to 21 ounce dish detergents are $1.99 each with the purchase of 4. Those are just some of your specials at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Cardinals with a 6-2 lead over the West Side Pirates with 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Apologize for the odd broadcasting here. We had a couple of issues as we tried to get this game moving along. The Pirates will be inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. Cardinals playing full court defense, again up by 4, and the Pirates will look to bring the ball forward. Getting it up to Krieger, left sideline. She's going to be double teamed and trapped. Breaks the double team, loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Cardinals, and West Side will get to retain possession of the basketball on their side of the court. On the far sideline, Krieger gets the inbounds pass, open from 3, launches one over the basket, rebound on the backside by Brianna Lynn. Ball comes loose, though. She cannot hold on to it, and Soda Springs will come back the other way, pushing the pace. Casey Smith throws the ball into the hands of the Pirates. They'll go right back the other way. Lind up ahead to Mejia, lays it up, but she's fouled on the play by Kelly Groning, who got a little bit reachy in there and ends up coming up with her first foul of the game, second foul for the Cardinals in the game. So Mejia to the line for a pair of free throws. Yet to score tonight by my count. I did miss a basket by the Westside Pirates, and she cannot knock home the first free throw. And one more comes up for Josie Mejia. Toes the line with the right foot. Eyes the shot and puts this one up. That is going to not come off the rim, and it falls off into the hands of Taylor Myers. She will give it up ahead to Casey Smith, who will bring it forward. Crumbs near to the near side, guarded out there by Lind. She'll find Groning, left side corner, short, gets double teamed, throws the ball right into the hands of Abby Povey to turn it over for the second time for the Cardinals, and the Pirates defense comes up strong. 5.5 left to go. Up the court, into the corner. Addie Cook gives it up top to Povey at the free throw line, moves it over to Lind. She swings it to Krieger, drives the baseline, puts up a little short jumper. Krieger with her first bucket of the game. She's got 2 points, and it's a 6-4 lead for the Cardinals. 5:06 to go to the right side. Shot goes up and over the basket. Mejia gets the basketball back, has it down onto the floor, and a tie-up is going to be called down low. Possession arrow in favor of the Cardinals, so they will keep possession of the basketball. Callie Groning is going to get credit for the rebound, and with 4 minutes and 59 seconds to go, Soda Springs gets set to inbound. Doing the inbounding is going to be Casey Smith as Groning checks out. Alexa White checks in to the right side. Casey Smith goes into the paint where it's going to be White tripped up on her way through the paint as Casey Smith almost turns it over for the second time, and Wade Schwanevelt wants her back on the bench as into the game goes Kat McCullough. So Casey getting some words from Coach Wade Schwanevelt. Into the game, quick jump shot up and short off the front of the rim, missed by Kirsten Rasmussen, and Josie Mejia comes up with her first board. Gives it up ahead to Povey. To the right side, Lind finds Povey once again and swings it to Mejia at the top of the key. Josie looks inside, takes a dribble with the left hand, bounces one to the near side where Addie Cook goes inside. Povey gets tied up down in the paint, and both her and Taylor Myers fall down to the ground. And a tie-up is going to leave it in possession of the West Side Pirates. So Addie Cook will get to do the inbounding from the baseline. Rasmussen guarding and defending the inbounds. Watches and finds Mejia down low. Shot up. She's going to be fouled and head to the line for a pair of free throws. We'll see who they whistle the foul on. And it's going to end up going on Taylor Myers. And Taylor picks up her first. That's the third team foul. Mejia went 0 for 2 on her first trip to the line. And here she will knock home the first one. So makes it a 6-5 ball game. As Reagan Yamauchi will check out of the game, Casey Smith back into the game for the Cardinals. And the second free throw will find the right side of the rim and fall off no good as Kirsten Rasmussen comes up with a rebound and travels with the ball, turning it back over to the West Side Pirates again. That is their third turnover for the Cardinals in the game with 4.5 minutes left to go. So the Cardinals struggling to bring the ball up the court. And the Pirates get to inbound the basketball. Last couple of possessions, the Cardinals have just struggled holding on to it. As Brianna Lynn gets the basketball, double dribbles with it, turns it back to the Cardinals, returns the favor. Both sides with 3 turnovers now in the game. And with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to go, it'll be Taylor Myers to inbound. Gets it up ahead to Casey Smith, and she'll jog it up the center line. Goes back over to Smith after giving it to White. Goes to McCullough on the right side wing. McCullough has the ball stripped out of her hands, runs it down, gets it up on the ground, bounces it to the near side where White picks up the ball and goes to her left. Backs it out from the Pirates. Gets it back from Casey Smith. Couldn't hold on to it. Now drives into lane. White to her left. Kicks it outside. Rasmussen finds Smith on the near side wing. Guarded by Lind quickly. Finds Rasmussen again before swinging it to McCullough. Right side. White pump fakes. Drives into the hoop. Almost travels but avoids it as she keeps her pivot foot down. Gets a pass from McCullough. Back down lane. Puts up a shot short. Can't find the bottom. And Krieger comes away with the rebound. The Cardinals struggling to get the ball inside the paint, and the Pirates defense being very physical with the Cardinals on the inside. Abby Povey swings the pass to the far side where Krieger takes it, lines up a deep triple. That's off the back iron, no good. Mejia comes up with the board though as it bounces to the right elbow. Down inside pass, Krieger comes up with the ball as diving down all over it is going to be Kirsten Rasmussen, and she is going to foul Krieger on the play as Kirsten picks up her first foul, and that will see Jessie Belknap check in for her. Callie Groning back into the game as well for Alexa White. 6-5, the Cardinals still up by 1 with 3.5 minutes to go. Pirates inbound the ball. It'll be taken by Povey, given to Lind, back into the corner. Cook goes down low to Povey. She'll turn around, banks one in from the right side block. One of the best moves I've seen from Abby Povey all season long, and the Cardinals watch as the Pirates take their first lead of the game. It's 7-6. 1 point lead for Westside as McCullough takes a dribble, hands off to Callie Groning on the near side wing. Callie goes back to her right, spins to her left, cuts into the lane, picks up her dribble and feeds it to McCullough on the right side. She'll pass one down low. Casey Smith drives baseline, almost goes out of bounds, finds Belknap. Belknap gives to Groning just inside the three-point line. Can't get it to go, follows her shot though to get the rebound, and another jump ball is going to be called as she's tied up down low inside the paint by Mejia. The Cardinals will keep possession of it, and Kat McCullough will check out. For Reagan Yamauchi coming in. There was confusion on who was coming out of the game as both of them pointed to each other before coming to the near sideline. Casey Smith to inbound from the baseline, finds Groning, back to Smith, drives baseline, backside pass, beautiful find, but unable to drop the shot home is Taylor Myers. Great look by her though, and just a little bit unlucky on the shot. Too strong. It's back the other way. The Pirates drive up, and it's going to be Abby Povey laying that one in to build the Pirates lead to 3. 9-6. Soda Springs down. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go as Yamauchi walks it to her right. Feeds a pass to the free throw line. Myers goes back to the right side. Wing short. Can't get it to go. Does Belknap as that comes up just off the front of the rim. Addie Cook comes up with the rebound, and she'll bring it forward herself. The senior comes to the near side, gives it to Brianna Lind, back to Mejia, into the paint, throwing it away as Mejia. Cardinals can't come up with the loose ball though. Pirates keep control of it as Cook takes it on the far side. Down low, it's going to be Krieger finding Lind. She'll fire one up to the basket, can't get it to go. Krieger's fouled on the putback though, and she's going to step to the free throw line for a pair as the Pirates offense going on a major run right now, 7-0 to get themselves a 3-point lead with 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Krieger bounces the ball back, or gets the ball at the free throw line. 2 attempts coming up, and she can't hit the first one. The Pirates move to 1 for 5 from the free throw line. They've gotten there plenty, but have not been able to take advantage of the opportunities. One more coming up for Maddie. Subject of our pregame interview, one of the seniors who said they still have that desire to get that number 1 seed, and they have to come away with a win here to do it. Up ahead, Yamauchi takes on the wing, tries to drive baseline, pulls it out outside the three-point line before handing off to Smith. Casey gets it back to Yamauchi. The freshman goes to right, goes between the legs before firing one down low to Belknap. Had a chance to drive, pass it up though, finds Yamauchi at the free throw line. Her shot off the right side rim, no good again. Abby Povey with her first rebound of the game, and the Cardinals will have to go back on defense, still down by 4, 10-6. It'll be Krieger to the right side, finds Lynn. She'll go up top to Addie Cook. Addie goes back over to Maddie on the wing. Maddie Krieger gives off into the corner. Flip pass up top by Mackenzie Aston. Turned over though. Groning comes up with it. The senior goes all the way to hoop, lays it up and in with the foul. Callie Groning strong to the hoop, able to draw the defensive contact, and she's going to have the first free throws of the game coming up, as picking up the foul is going to be Maddie Krieger for her first, and she'll come over and take a seat on the bench as Groning will try and get the Cardinals back within 1. Casey Smith checks out. Tawny Barfus into the game. Also back into the game is Taylor Myers. Groning toes the line with the right foot. Right-handed free throw shooter. The senior puts it up and can't get the free throw to go. Rebound pulled down underneath by Abby Povey, but the Cardinals cut it down to a 2-point lead. The Pirates give it to Mackenzie Aston to her left. Splits a double team. Almost has the ball poked away from her. Recovers with the ball and bounces one to the top of the key. Back to Brianna Lind to the left side wing. It'll be Cook who finds a corner shot that's missed off the side of the backboard by Andy Geddes. Rebound comes up with by Yamauchi. She drives to the hoop, lays one up too strong. Can't quite get it to drop. And a over the back foul is going to be whistled on Taylor Myers after Andy Geddes pulled down the rebound going back up the court. Geddes fresh into the game. Myers picks up her second foul, the 6th foul on the Cardinals, so she'll come take a seat. And Kat McCullough checks back into the game for Soda Springs. The sophomore backs up as she's part of the 2 up front in the full court zone to press. Cardinals will poke the ball away. Groning with the turnover, forcing it from the West Side Pirates. 5th of the game for them. To the right side, Yamauchi with the ball, pump fakes, passes it to Belknap. She finds Groning near side wing for 3, well off of the bottom of the basket. Yamauchi with the board, though, goes underneath the hoop for a play of the game right there as Yamauchi feeding it to Jessie Belknap on the left block. Belknap fouled and the harm and a bucket, and she's heading to the line. Foul is picked up by Andy Geddes, so she'll have 1 coming up. Yamauchi, first rebound for her, first assist of the game as well. Tie ball game, 10 apiece with 44 to go in the first quarter. Belknap's free throw up, that's bottoms. Cardinals take the 1-point lead back, 11-10, as Alexa White checks in for Callie Groning and Josie Mejia checks in for Brianna Lind, who comes to the bench. Pirates to work left to right on your radio dial. They'll do the inbounding. Cook gives this one to Aston. Straight up to the free throw line before she comes to the near side. Floats one up ahead. Aston takes on the right side wing. Passes one down to the baseline. Underneath the Cook. She'll turn around. Or Povey, turns around. Fouled on her shot. I believe Belknap's going to be fouled by this one, and that is who they're going to call. Jessie picks up her second with 33.7 seconds to go. And with that much time down on the clock, Coach Schwanevelt looks to be leaving her in the game for the time being. Povey with 2 free throws coming up. Yet to take any tonight, knocks home the front end and evens the game up at 11 points apiece after what is a very high-scoring first quarter of play. These two teams did not necessarily put up a bunch of points in the first time they met, but this time the offenses are firing on all cylinders, 12-11 with 30 seconds to go. Cardinals bring it forward. McCullough takes the point. Comes to the near side to White. White fakes a pass. Looks into the lane. Jessie Belknap was wide open and almost turning it over. Now turning it over is Alexa White. The Cardinals with their 4th turnover of the game, and it's brought back up the court by the Pirates. Povey at the left elbow, gives outside. Addie Cook for 3, can't get it to go. Rebound by Aston on the inside, kicks it outside to Mejia, and the Cardinals will have to push their defensive pressure on again. 3 seconds to go. Povey at the free throw line, gets the friendly roll on the soft touch as the buzzer sounds. Abby Povey with her 8th point of the quarter sends the Cardinals into the second quarter with a 14-11 deficit. The West Side Pirates came to play tonight. The Cardinals have to continue to fight their way back in if they're going to want to keep pace, as the Pirates have definitely been on a roll. We'll take a break, come back with quarter number 2 after this on KBRV 800 The Bear and online on mylocalradio.com.
Cattlemen have a code of ethics. Live each day with courage. Take pride in your work. Always finish what you start. Do what has to be done. Be tough but fair. When you make a promise, keep it. Ride for the brand. Talk less and say more. Remember that some things aren't for sale, and know where to draw the line. The folks at Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho are proud of the students at Grace High School, investing in the leaders of tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals, where a little bit of a shocker on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard sees the Soda Springs Cardinals down by 3 to the West Side Pirates. 14-11 with 8 minutes to go in quarter number 2 as we get ready to start the second frame of this game. The Pirates really look down to their posts as Maddie Krieger and Abby Povey combining for 11 of the 14 points by the West Side Pirates. I'm missing one player's points, so we'll try and get that one filled out as we go at the halftime break. Mejia goes to the left side, finds Krieger. She drives to her left, cuts the hoop, Euro steps around, puts up a shot, can't get the friendly roll though. Reagan Yamauchi pulls down the rebound, and a tie-up's going to be called underneath the basket as Krieger jumped on to Yamauchi and was able to force the jump ball. Cardinals will keep possession to bring it up the court. Casey Smith into the game once again will bring it forward. Also Rasmussen back in as the Cardinals with all 5 starters. Groning takes it on the far side, uses her dribble to come near the top of the key before trying to back her way down and bounces one to Myers. At the free throw line, finds Yamauchi into the lane, puts up a quick shot, gets it to go. Reagan with a good move, step back inside the right hook. And that was something the Cardinals worked on this week in practice, was getting their posts, and not just their posts, but also their guards to work inside more consistently. It'll be Mejia to bring the ball forward up the right side wing, pass into the lane, poked away. Cook right there to pick it up. They had a 4-on-1 advantage in the lane, but they back it out. Krieger Up at the top of the key, gives to Addie Cook. She goes to the right side now. Mejia pump fake, steps inside, has it stripped away, and the Cardinals come up with the steal. It's going to be picked up by Callie Groning and brought back up the court. She goes ahead to Yamauchi on the right side corner. Back up to Groning, popped up into the air though, and the Cardinals will turn it right back over to the Pirates after forcing the Pirates' sixth of the game. And up the court comes Krieger. She fires one up, but she's going to throw it right back into the hands of Casey Smith. And the Cardinals down by one will come back up the court, thundering in. It's Yamauchi, puts up a shot short off the front of the rim, gets her own rebound though, and out into the corner she dribbles. 2 points for Yamauchi, double team down low in the corner, ball poked out of bounds. It's going to be poked out by Mejia though. And the Cardinals will sub in McCullough once more to give Reagan Yamauchi a breather onto the bench. So West Side will check out as well as Andy Geddes comes to take a seat on the bench. Brianna Lind will check back into the game. And the Cardinals inbound from the near sideline, working right to left. Groning takes it in the near side corner. Passes it down low. Myers goes underneath, goes up for the shot. Fouled on the play by Abby Povey. She thought she had the block, but definitely got some contact as well. With 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go, it sends Taylor Myers to the stripe. And this will be the third and fourth free throws of the game for Soda Springs. They're 1 for 2 at the line so far. First free throw up, good. Ties the game up at 14 points apiece here. The Cardinals going on a 3-0 run to open up the second quarter. One more coming up as Myers steps to the stripe. Again, right-handed shooter, puts this one up. That's no good off the back iron. Casey Smith pulls down the offensive rebound, though, to get the Cardinals another possession. Groning goes to the near side. McCullough skips one up to the free throw line. Rasmussen finds Smith, 3-ball up, and no good off the back iron. Rebound again to the Cardinals. Kat McCullough pulls down her first as she moves it back around near the top of the key. Rasmussen finds McCullough. First short jumper, no good. Rebound tipped out, but pulled down, this time by Brianna Lind. And the Pirates will get to bring it forward, although they turn it over. Ball loose on the ground, and a jump ball is going to be called as Brianna Lind is not feeling too good. As when she went down to the ground, she comes up a little bit gimpy, but looks back to the bench and says, "It's all right, I'm okay." So she'll stay in the game, trying to walk it off right now. You can definitely tell that her left leg is not necessarily in the best of shape. We'll see how that continues to develop on the far side as she'll come up the court. Ball goes into Povey. Povey at the free throw line, has the ball stripped away from her by Groning. Callie's going to push the pace, now pulls it back out though as the numbers weren't in the Cardinals' favor. Up outside, it'll be Smith, back to Groning. She looks inside, fires one on the backside. McCullough was open for a moment. Casey Smith gets the ball in the end at the top of the key. Casey for three. It's her 9th point of the game. All of them 3-point baskets, and the Cardinals back up now by 3, 17-14. Povey with the ball, brings it forward, loses her dribble, double teamed on the near sideline, tries to find somebody, tries to split the double team, loses the ball, but picked up by Mejia. Cook goes to the right side baseline, puts up a short jumper, rolls off the rim to the far side where Lynn picks up her third rebound. This one gives to Povey. Mejia gets it back from Abby. Abby gives it back into the corner where Krieger takes it, steps around the defender, fouled on the way up on the shot. It's either going to be on Groning or on Rasmussen, and they're going to actually pick this one up on Callie Groning for her second. Either way, it's going to be the second foul for one of them. It sends Maddie Krieger to the free throw line for a pair coming up. First one up and good. Krieger up to 4 points in the game now. That's the first points of the second quarter for Westside with 5:07 to go. One more coming up for Maddie. Right-handed shooter puts it up, and this one goes down as well. She's 3 for 4 from the line, 5 points. It's a 1-point game, 17-16. Up ahead, the Cardinals give it to Rasmussen. Down low, turnaround, banked in. Rasmussen with a beautiful shot in the post, and the Cardinals get the 3-point lead back, 19-16. Both offenses, again, whirring productively right now as the two teams putting up many more points than they did the first time they met. Krieger down the baseline, blocked out of bounds by Kirsten Rasmussen. She picks up her second block of the game, I believe, or you could call one a strip. And Soda Springs will watch as the lead remains at 3, but the Pirates get to inbound. One more pass in. Krieger gives the ball outside. It'll be taken near the top by Devin Kent. Kent gives off to Lind. Lind has it poked away from her. Yamauchi gets the ball back, comes outside where it's going to be Barfus having the ball poked out of her hands, but the Pirates will stay on defense after the Cardinals force the turnover. That's 9 Pirate turnovers in the game now by my count to 6 by the Cardinals. Both teams had 5 in the first half, as the Cardinals will have another one come up in this game. That's 7 now, and the Pirates back the other way will have the ball go off of the foot of Casey Smith to remain Pirates basketball as they tried to push the ball up the court, but just were not able to control it on the way into the hoop. 4 minutes and 31 to go. Pirates to play the shot. Krieger goes to the hoop, gets fouled, gets away with it. Rebound under the hoop is going to be pulled down by Kat McCullough, and the Cardinals will come up the court, but McCullough walks with the basketball. She thought about the pass before she actually threw it and ends up giving it back to the Pirates on back-to-back turnovers. So West Side will get to inbound from the near sideline, working left to right with 4:21 to go and a 3-point advantage for the Cardinals. Ball bounced in. Pirates, Kent gives it up ahead, and it'll end up in the hands of Brianna Lynn. She drives all the way to the hoop, bounce pass to the near side, taken by Povey. Povey gives outside to Cook, where Addy goes inside to Krieger, and Krieger comes out of the lane. Maddie comes to the three-point line, puts up a short jumper, banks it home just in front of the line. Krieger for 2. She's got her 7th point of the game, and it's 19-18 with 4 minutes to go. Halfway through the second, Rimauchi with the ball on the near side wing. Gives off to Smith. Smith goes under to McCullough. She looks inside for a moment. Now takes a shot on her own. Airballs it over the hoop. Yamauchi trying to fight for it. Throws it back into play, but it goes right into the hands of Devin Kemp for her first board. And a foul is called inside the paint about 70 feet away from the hoop with the Cardinals in the bonus. And it's going to send Abby Povey to the free throw line for a pair, or excuse me, 1-and-1 after McCullough picks up the foul. That's her first by my count. 19th foul with 3 minutes and 42 to go. The Pirates with only 3 so far in the game. Pirates have been just playing the better defensive game as the free throw up, front end good. Povey with 9 points now by my tallies. And one more free throw coming up with the game knotted up at 19 apiece. One more coming up as Povey crouches, fires, and can't get that to go. Barfus cracks down the rebound underneath the right basket and gives up ahead to the Cardinals. It'll be Yamauchi, the near side wing. Kicks back outside. Smith for 3 again. Can't get it to go. Rebound inside. Almost pulled in by Rasmussen, but picked up by Krieger instead. And she gets it up ahead on the near side. Cook falls down. Gives it back out to Lynn. Lynn gets dropped down as well, and she throws it away back to the Cardinals as West Side unable to keep their footing. And Coach Kelly Hobson comes up off the bench for a moment. And I don't know if she necessarily agreed with the no calls, but definitely the officials have been letting the girls play for the most part in this after Westside turns this one over for the 10th time to game. Up the court comes Casey Smith to her right. She'll cross back to her left, goes into the lane, passes outside to White. White's pass deflected into the air. Down to the ground go several different players as a jump ball is going to be called. Soda Springs gets to keep possession of it. And it will be Rasmussen to do the inbounding. Excuse me, no, they'll switch now as Tawny Barfus will go down to do the rebounding for Soda. Reminder, it's 19-19 on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. 3:08 left to go here. And Barfus to do the inbounding from the Soda word underneath the basket. Ball launched in. White takes it top of the key. Looks to go to her left. Now goes back to her right. Gets cut off there and hands off to Rasmussen. She'll give off to Smith, back to the near side. Yamauchi steps in, puts up a short jumper, airballs it over the hoop. It goes out of bounds, last touch by the Cardinals, and the Pirates will gain another possession after a poor shot from the near sideline by Reagan Yamauchi well over the hoop. 2 minutes and 54 seconds to go, all knotted up at 19 apiece, and the Pirates get to bring the ball forward to the far side. Mejia trying to break the Cardinals' full court pressure of 5-on-5. As they try to move into a trap defense, a 2-2-1 underneath the basket. Lynn breaks the press, goes underneath, shot blown underneath the basket, but Krieger with the putback is going to get a chance to head to the line. Andy Geddes had an easy putback, but just could not get it to go, and the Cardinals will watch as the Pirates get another chance to the free throw line with Krieger stepping to the stripe. So Alexa White picks up her first foul, 10th team foul on the Cardinals. And the first free throw drops home for Krieger. She's made her last 4 and is 4 for 5. One more coming up. Krieger eyes it, fires it, and gets it to go. So she's 5 for 5 in her last 5, 5 for 6 overall. And it'll be the Cardinals down by 2 to bring it forward. Yamauchi to the near side wing. Using her dribble, looks to drive inside the zone defense being played by the Pirates as she lofts a pass down low. Rasmussen's going to be fouled down low by Maddie Krieger. It'll be her second foul and lets the Cardinals inbound underneath their basket. 2:27 to go, 2-point lead for Westside, 21-19. All on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard with Tawny Barfus set to do the inbounding. Looks deep, launches out to Smith. She puts up a quick triple. That rattles home. 4 triples in the game for Casey Smith as again, she's taken the lead in scoring for the Cardinals. 22-21. Ball almost turned over by the Pirates. Dive into the ground as White to foul on the play. Mejia is going to head to the other way to shoot free throws as White picks up her second foul. 11th team foul on the Cardinals in the game. And Mejia, who is 1 for 3, goes to the line for a pair as the Cardinals move them into the double bonus. 2:14 to go here in the quarter as well, and Mejia with a chance to tie the game or possibly give the Pirates the lead. First one up, that's good. Makes her 2 for 5 with one more coming up. As Abby Povey checks back into the game, Andy Geddes will come over to the bench. All knotted up here. Neither team's really been able to break out to any major leads since the Cardinal went off to a 6-2 lead. And the second free throw by Mejia will not give the Pirates a lead this time as Barfus tracks down the rebound, her second of the game, and gives up ahead to Yamauchi. Reagan crosses the half-court stripe. Goes between the legs to her left, tries to drive, pulls back out, now hesitates again. Goes to the left side, Casey Smith goes back to Reagan. Inside the three-point line, quick pop up and can't get it to go. Rebound underneath by Krieger. That's her 6th of the game by my tally, but then they throw it away to the West Side Pirates. Barfus gets the ball on the turnover and gives it off to Yamauchi. To her right, inside, down to Rasmussen, can't handle the ball. She gives off to Tawny Barfus. Barfus gives up to Smith. She'll look to go to her left. Picks the dribble up and gives off to Tawny once again. She'll center the ball near the top of the key. Looks to her right, fires it to Yamauchi. Looking to find it inside, and they're trying to find a way to get it to Rasmussen, who's being guarded down low by Povey. And now they'll pass it down there, and Povey over the back is going to be called for a push. She got too aggressive going for the steal when she had good position down low to just let Rasmussen take the ball and deny her of an easy shot. So it'll be Povey's second foul. Back into the game goes Addie Cook as Lind will take a seat on the near side bench. And the Pirates will defend the inbounds. Casey Smith takes it, bounce pass, almost thrown away, picks it back up. Yamauchi gets the ball, drives into the hoop, kicks outside. It's White putting up a shot, deflected away. That was Cook who got the deflection, and the rebound picked up by Devin Kent. Kent goes up ahead into Povey on the near side wing. Kicks it outside to Cook. She'll go to her right. Addie, now guarded by White, is going to fire one down low. Ball poked out of bounds by the Cardinals and Rasmussen. And Krieger unable to get the ball controlled into her hands to get a shot up. 22-22 all still with a minute left to go here. And the ball to be inbounded by Cook. She finds Devin Kent, bounce pass over to Krieger at the right side, elbow shot short, rebounded, pulled down by Cook though. Her putback is no good as well, and Kirsten Rasmussen's going to put down the shot and give it back to the Cardinals. Yamauchi goes to the far side, bumped on her drive through the lane. That's Mejia, I believe, who's going to get this one. If it's not her, it's going to be Cook, who's going to end up picking up what will be her third, but it does go on Mejia for what will be her first, I believe, of the game, and that is correct. 16 foul on the Pirates. Another inbounds play coming up for the Cardinals. Tawny Barfus to do the inbounding, gives it outside to Rasmussen. To the near side, White, she fakes a pass to the left side corner before finding Smith outside the right wing. Pass inside, Rasmussen up with the shot, lays it in, give and go by the Cardinals. A good trendsetter shot of the game there, and the Cardinals lead by 2, 24-22. Pirates with 30 seconds left will give the ball off to Devin. Kent comes up the ball, gives off to Cook, inside Krieger, turn around, puts up a hard shot, can get the roll. Krieger on a roll, that's her 8th point of the quarter. 15 seconds for the Cardinals as Casey Smith brings it up. Slowing the pace down, all knotted up at 24 apiece. Smith to the right side, comes back to the near side with 6 seconds to go, looks to the corner, finds White, and ball poked out of bounds though. And they'll say last touch by the Cardinals. So a turnover on Soda Springs is their 9th of the game. West side to inbound from the baseline with 3 seconds left to go in the quarter. Cook finds Povey. She gives up ahead to Krieger. Krieger launches one up ahead, and it's going to be well off on the shot. And we head into the halftime break with a score at 24-24 on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Live life comfortably in your new cozy Lazy Boy recliner, sofa, couch, or love seat. With a huge selection to choose from, you'll find the right one for you at Sanders Furniture and Appliances in Soda Springs. If you've been dreaming of brand new kitchen appliances like refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, and chest freezers, you'll be able to find top brands like Whirlpool, Amana, and Maytag. Visit Sanders Furniture and Appliances in Soda Springs. Come find what you're looking for. Sanders Furniture, 148 South Main, Soda Springs.
Hey America, we need to have a little talk. We've got a lot of food in this country. We've got so much food that we can't eat it all. So how are 17 million kids in America struggling with hunger? That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and gets it to hungry kids who need it. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Whether or not you like winter, winter is upon us. There has never been a better time to convert to natural gas. Make this winter more comfortable and warm with a natural gas Lennox furnace from Reed's Plumbing and Heating in Soda Springs. The temperature outside doesn't matter. Keep your family cozy for years to come. For a new natural gas furnace, service on your existing furnace, or an in-home consultation, visit Reed's Plumbing and Heating today. 180 South 3rd East, next to the overpass. Reed's Plumbing and Heating. Natural gas worth asking for.
This is a test to find out if you know it all when it comes to children. Name one of the leading killers of U.S. children age 1 to 13. What's the best way to protect children in a car crash? At what age and size should a child start using a booster seat?
Don't assume you know it all when it comes to car seats for your child. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat and know for sure. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's halftime for the Soda Springs Cardinals, and that means we're going to take a break and get back to our Mexico Therapeutic Services halftime show after this word from our sponsor. Right here on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Are you feeling stressed? The Anxiety and Depression Association of America offers a few helpful tips to manage stress. Take a time out. Eat well-balanced meals. Get enough sleep. Limit alcohol and caffeine, which can cause anxiety and trigger panic attacks. And welcome humor. A good laugh goes a long way. If your stress level needs professional help, contact Mexico Therapeutic Services at 208-547-4550.
Welcome back here to the Mexico Therapeutic Services halftime show. The cheerleading team was out on the court for a moment, giving us what they are going to be doing for the for their competition coming up on the 6th, as that is going to be their first competition of the season. And they hope to do well there. Here it is a 24-all ball game on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard with the halftime festivities beginning here as we take a look on your Mexico Therapeutic Services halftime report at what these two teams were able to do in the early going. And the Cardinals started out strong. They ended up jumping out to a 6-2 lead thanks to a back-to-back triples coming from Casey Smith. But then the offense really slowed down as Westside closed it out on a 12-5 run that was helped along by a 7-0 run in the game as well, and they ended up watching the score go to the second quarter with a 14-11 lead. Then, though, the Cardinals came back. They fought it up to a tie game, and the two sides would trade baskets, trade leads, and trade ties the rest of the way through until we find ourselves back where we started at the beginning of the game with neither team in front by anything at all in a 24-24 all ball game. We'll take one more break, come back with the halftime numbers on this one on KBRV 800 The Bear with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
How'd I do?
You'll get better. Tim can't wait to be a real driver. But for now, he's king of the online track thanks to Silver Star Communications high-speed internet. Reliable, consistent speeds give him the edge against players anywhere, even the other end of the couch.
Whoa. You'll get better.
Visit silverstar.com to learn more.
Man, do I love card night. You ready, boys? You got a king?
Go, fish! Dad.
Oh, come on. This is WWE superstar Titus O'Neil. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Here are your Lalaton food specials for the week of January 28th through February 3rd in Soda Springs. We start off with Bounty 6 counts of paper towels for $5.49 with the purchase of 4. Also with the purchase of 4, you can grab yourself Tide 92 to 100 ounce select varieties of laundry detergent, $9.49. Continuing with the trend of cleaning supplies, Dawn 18 to 21 ounce dish detergents are $1.99 each with the purchase of 4. Those are just some of your specials at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the Mexico Therapeutic Services halftime show as the score at the half on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard sits at 24-24 with about 4 minutes left, in the BPA group trying to raise money right now is giving away items for shots. And I got to say, they have some pretty good items out there. I saw the donuts out there that I really wanted to go and take off the headset and put up some shots for. But that's the problem with being a broadcaster. Sometimes you got to work. And our work gives us the numbers at the halftime break right now with the, we start off with Westside. They're being led in the game by Maddie Krieger, 11 points and 6 rebounds. She was my pregame interview, and she talked about the fact that they really have a large desire to come away with a number 1 seed out of the district tournament and moving into the district tournament, I should say, and she has definitely come out and proved that. Abby Povey having a great night as well. She had 8 points in the first quarter, and since then has had 1 more to make it 9 points and 2 rebounds. 24 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 for 16 from the free throw line for the Westside Pirates in the game so far. On the other side, for Soda Springs, they're being led by Casey Smith. She has been the offense, 12 points and 1 rebound. Half of the points the Cardinals have put up onto the board. After that, Kirsten Rasmussen with 4 points, 3 points for Jessie Belknap, 2 apiece for Callie Groning and for Reagan Yamauchi, and 1 point for Taylor Myers. The Cardinals being out-rebounded in this one so far, 13-20. And they've only gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. That's a big difference there. 8 extra points that the Westside Pirates have been able to tally in this game because of their trips to the free throw line. That's a look at what is going on the court right now. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of play coming your way on KBRV 800 The Bear with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Are you feeling stressed? The Anxiety and Depression Association of America offers a few helpful tips to manage stress. Take a time out. Eat well-balanced meals. Get enough sleep. Limit alcohol and caffeine, which can cause anxiety and trigger panic attacks. And welcome humor. A good laugh goes a long way. If your stress level needs professional help, contact Mexico Therapeutic Services at 208-547-4550.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Cattlemen have a code of ethics. Live each day with courage. Take pride in your work. Always finish what you start. Do what has to be done. Be tough but fair. When you make a promise, keep it. Ride for the brand. Talk less and say more. Remember that some things aren't for sale, and know where to draw the line. The folks at Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho are proud of the students at Grace High School, investing in the leaders of tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, Time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. All knotted up here as these third quarters set to get underway. And the two teams tied up at 24-24 on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. I'll remind you that this game brought to you by Caribou Memorial Hospital. We'll give them some more of a read later on in the game. But I did want to make sure that you knew that they are a proud sponsor of Cardinal Sports as the Cardinals look to try and secure the district title here. And the Pirates will open up by turning the ball over as Krieger falls down the left side corner and has the ball picked off by the Cardinals. It's the 12th Pirate turnover by my tally. Over to the right side, Smith gives to Groning. Inside to Rasmussen. She turns around and gets a soft touch to fall down to open up the scoring for Soda with a 26-24 lead now. And the Cardinals to defend the inbound with full court pressure. Looks to be man-to-man defense being played as the Pirates will break the press with Cook giving it over to Povey on the right side. Back to Cook near the top of the key as Addie looks to her right, now floats one to the free throw line. Povey takes it there and a jump ball is going to be called. Cardinals with the possession arrow will force another turnover. That's 13 turnovers in the game now, and Westside gets to inbound the ball from on the baseline. The Cardinals get to inbound the ball from on the baseline. Got confused there on who it was as nobody was really moving to the officials. Cardinals will give it up ahead. Smith launches one to the near side. Groning looks inside. Smith gets underneath to Rasmussen. Back to her again. Shot banked but missed and rebounded by Abby Povey underneath the hoop. She gives off to Mejia. Mejia comes to the near side, and she's going to come across the timeline before giving it to Cook. Inside pass, Krieger underneath the hoop, fouled on the shot, didn't get the basket to fall, but she's going to step to the line for a pair of free throws as the Cardinals defense got sucked up, and Krieger snuck around behind it, and picking up her second foul is going to be Casey Smith. First team foul on the Cardinals a minute into the game, and Krieger, who has made her last five, will step to the line and misses the front end. And she'll back up beyond the three-point line. Now goes back up to the free throw line to receive the ball for another chance at the line. The senior wearing blue shoes, blue socks, black ankle brace on the left ankle, and a maroon jersey. Can't hit the second one either. Taylor Myers pulls down her second board, gives it up ahead to Groning. She's bumped, fouled, can't get the basket, but Callie attacking to the hoop is going to end up with a shot at 2 points to help the Cardinals build the lead, and Maddie Krieger is the one who's called for the infraction. It'll be her third foul by my total. And Groning with the first free throw up and no good as she goes to 0 for 2 from the line now. Callie not having a good night shooting. 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 0 for 2 from the free throw line is her line to this point. 6 minutes and 52 to go though, so plenty of time. And one more coming up for Groning. Right-handed shooter, fires this one up. That does get the roll. Finally got one to drop down, and she gets her third point of the game. Cardinals with a 3-point lead, 27-24, as Addie Cook will push the pace up into the right sideline. Picks up her dribble, double team, feeds it to Povey on the move, goes to the hoop, blocked away, but they'll call in a foul. See who the foul is going to be whistled on here as it goes on to Kirsten Rasmussen. That'll be her second foul. So now everybody in the Cardinals who has played tonight, other than Reagan Yamauchi, Kat McCullough, and Tawny Barfus, have 2 fouls. Second team foul in the Cardinals as well as Abby Povey steps to the line. She's 3 for 4 and make it 3 for 5 as she can't knock home the front end. One more coming up for this senior, who has had to take over the low post duties for her sister Darcy Povey. After she got hurt in this one, airballed, missed everything, and Povey goes to 3 for 6, and the Pirates 0 for 4 from the line as the student section does a chant of airball as the Pirates will go back to the defensive side. 6.5 to go to the near side. It's Groning with the basketball, looks inside, fakes a pass, pulls the ball back down before finding Smith. Smith goes to the near side. Rasmussen puts up a flat shot, no good. Rebound inside, ripped out of the hands of Myers by Aston. Great job getting the ball and wanting it more as the Pirates will bring it forward. And now Yamauchi's going to pick up a foul on the far side as she went for the steal. Reagan just undercutting Cook on the way up, and it's going to be her first foul, the team's third. So Cook set to inbound the basketball. And the Pirates still down by 3, 27-24. Ball Inbounded to Mejia, thrown through everybody. Groning tracks it down before Mejia can get to it. She'll bring it across the half-court line as that's the third turnover in the quarter by the Pirates. To the far side now, it's going to be Casey Smith who's going to be fouled as Aston picks up her first. McKenzie got too close, and the officials starting to call things a little bit tighter here in the second half. You can already see it. 5 fouls for both teams combined, with 6:09 left to go in the third as Smith gets set to inbound. Launches one into Groning. Back over to Smith, far wing. Back to Groning. Almost thrown away. Picked up and given back to Smith. She goes down low. It's going to be Myers who gets shot blocked away by Povey and picked up by Abby Cook. And she'll bring it up the near side. Almost lose her dribble. Goes to her right. Now gets the ball back. He gives up to Mejia. Near the half-court line. Passes to Povey at the free throw stripe. Gives to Mejia. To the near side, Cook. She holds on the wing, double teamed as the Cardinals extend his own defense. That's moved over to the right side. Aston gives off into the corner. Kent takes the ball there for a moment, drives baseline, feeds it to Aston on the left block. Aston gives up to Mejia. She drives in. Josie puts up a shot off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound skied for by Callie Groning. And the Cardinals will get to go back on the offensive end. Up by 3, 27-24. Smith trying to double up the lead. Airballs it out of bounds. And last touched by the Soda Springs Cardinals to keep it in favor of the West Side Pirates, as the West Side fans on the near side trading with an airball chant after the Cardinals fans did it for their player. A little bit of fun gamesmanship going on between the two fan bases here as it'll be Kent giving up to Cook to the right side. Aston underneath all the way to the hoop. Blocked away by Rasmussen, but on the line. The student section fired up on that one as it happened right in front of them as Rasmussen denying the shot of Aston on the way to the hoop. The Pirates will get another shot to put this one in, as it'll be Cook to inbound. Aston comes and takes a seat on the bench for the Pirates. Ball lofted in. It'll be intercepted, though, by Smith, as she was the only one in the area. Brings it up. Casey trying to go straight to the hoop. Blocked away herself, but Myers right there for the board. Her shot no good. Rebound pulled down this time by Povey. She's tied up, and the Cardinals will stay on the defensive end as Povey gets the board and gets the possession, but the Cardinals will move the possession arrow into their favor. 4 minutes and 59 to go, 27-24, and the Pirates to inbound. Launch deep. It'll be taken by Krieger. Fakes a look and now a user dribble to come across the timeline. Working right to left. Mejia gives inside, throws it away. 5 turnovers now for the Pirates, to none by the Cardinals, as Smith goes all the way to the hoop, fouled on the shot, and she's going to step to the free throw line with yet another foul from the West Side Pirates, third team foul. And it's going to be called on Mejia. And that's Mejia's second foul. 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go with Smith to the line. She has yet to take a free throw attempt. Cardinals have gone 3 for 6, and they make it 4 for 7 as Smith drops home the first one, makes her 13-point night more impressive, as she's got almost half the points the Cardinals have scored. Wearing the Air Jordan shoes, crouches, fires, and is like Mike on that one, drops home the free throw. Makes it a 29-24 lead, up to a 5-point lead, biggest of the game for the Cardinals. Up to Mejia. The Pirates push it back the other way to the near side corner. Josie gets cut off by Yamauchi. Now bounces it to Povey, loses the ball, out of bounds again. 6 turnovers by the Pirates, who are looking flustered on the defense, and a timeout's going to be taken by the Pirates. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with them back after this on KBRV 800 The Bear, with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Here are your Lalaton food specials for the week of January 28th through February 3rd in Soda Springs. We start off with Bounty 6 counts of paper towels for $5.49 with the purchase of 4. Also with the purchase of 4, you can grab yourself Tide 92 to 100 ounce select varieties of laundry detergent, $9.49. Continuing with the trend of cleaning supplies, Dawn 18 to 21 ounce dish detergents are $1.99 each with the purchase of 4. Those are just some of your specials at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. 29-24, they lead on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. Reminds you this game and every Cardinal game brought to you by Caribou Memorial Hospital, where you will find a qualified, happy, and fun staff working with your real interest in your well-being. They also have a large network of specialists and surgeons working in state-of-the-art surgical facilities and feature on-site rehabilitation services to ensure you have a comfortable and timely recovery. That's Caribou Memorial Hospital, Living Center, and clinics at 300 South, 3rd West in Soda Springs. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. as the Cardinals will get to inbound the basketball. Full starters on the court for Soda Springs as Casey Smith takes the point and will bring it forward to the near side. Groning looks down low, down pivots around before finding Rasmussen on the low block. Turnaround well short, rebounded by Abby Povey underneath the basket. Travels with the ball though as she picked up her pivot foot, and right after getting her 5th rebound comes up with the turnover. That's been her big struggle and the Pirates' big struggle in this quarter as they've turned it over 7 times now to the Cardinals' none with 3.5 minutes gone by. Ball inbounded. Groning up for a quick short jumper. No good. Rebounded by Krieger on the backside. That's her first board of the quarter, and the Cardinals will go back on defense. Kent with the ball on the near side gives off to Mejia. She looks to go to her left, bounces it to Krieger. Open for 3. Her shot over the basket. No good, but rebounded by Kent. Her putback missed. Povey with the board, and she's fouled on the floor after getting her 4th rebound of the quarter. It's going to be Myers who picks up her 3rd foul, and the Pirates to inbound underneath their own basket. And it'll be Povey to take the ball to the near side wing. Kent gives it back outside. Addie Cook well open for 3, misses it badly. Mejia with the putback though, drops it home. Josie Mejia with 4 points now, and the Cardinals, after this, the offensive putback parade go on for the Pirates, will have their lead trimmed down to 3. To the outside, it's Myers. She goes inside to Yamauchi, goes around, puts up the quick jump shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound's going to be lost out of bounds, back to the Cardinals. Povey got another rebound, but stripped out of her hands. That's 8 turnovers for the Cardinals, or the Pirates now. And with 3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter, Soda Springs will inbound once more underneath their own basket. They've been held at 29 points for the last minute or so now of game time. And the Cardinals will look to inbound here to try and change that. Yamauchi gives that outside to Rasmussen. She goes up top to Groning, swings it around to Smith underneath Belknap. Doesn't even have to leave her feet. Has the height advantage down low on top of the big for the Pirates and Povey. And the Cardinals watch the lead swell back to 5, 31-26 on a great shot coming from the elder Belknap. Underneath, drive into the hoop. Shot put up over the hoop by Cook. No good. Rebounded by Yamauchi this time. And the Cardinals again will get to bring it forward. Almost turned over as Cook came from behind on Yamauchi. She recovers, puts up a quick shot. Can't get the roll as it rolls off the right side of the hoop after almost bouncing in. And Cook comes up with her 4th rebound of the game. Up ahead, the Pirates to the near side go to Krieger. Her shot off the back iron, no good. And Rasmussen pulls down to the board. Quick pace for both teams, running the court up and down with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 31-26, the Cardinals on top as Groning drives, floats, can't get it to go though off the side of the rim, and a Povey rebound will be her 6th of the game, or quarter, 8th of the game. Up the court again come the Pirates, having the ball stripped away as Cook dives to the floor, still loose on the ground, no one able to grab it yet, and it's finally a jump ball called near the half-court line with the Cardinals in possession of it, and another turnover to the Soda Springs Cardinals from the Pirates, their 9th, and not sure if Cook she said something to the officials as I think they were asking to make sure if she's okay, but either way, it's going to be Povey checking out. Back into the game for the Pirates is going to be Andy Geddes, and Soda Springs will have the offensive possession to build on a 5-point lead. Tied for their biggest of the game. Ball launched almost over Yamauchi, recovers and strangles it in with one hand. As it's going to be Smith back to the near side. McCullough looks back to the right, goes into the lane, kicks up top to Rasmussen. She fires to Yamauchi, top of the key. Reagan slips it to Smith. Casey puts up a triple off the front of the rim, rebounded by McCullough. She looks to fire up a shot. Her shot blocked away. Belknap with the shot, and she travels underneath the hoop. Needed to just go up with the shot as she had some arms across her, and it could not quite muscle through some defensive pressure. So the Pirates get the ball back after the Cardinals' first turnover of the quarter. Gives them 10 turnovers in the game compared to 20 for the Pirates as they almost turned over again as Smith pokes it out of the hands of Cook. Picked up by Mejia though. Krieger takes it top of the key. Flips it around. It'll end up in the hands of Geddes. Her shot blocked away by Belknap. Rasmussen with the board off their blocked shot. And the Cardinals again will get to come up the left sideline. Warkey will look to go to her left. Picks up her dribble, bounces one near side to Smith. She'll flip one down low. Belknap puts up a quick shot, gets it to go. Jessie gets her 7th point of the game, and the Cardinals' lead builds up to 7, 33-26. Jessie quietly having a good night underneath the basket, having the best night for any of the bigs. It'll be Cook inside, drive into the hoop. Geddes puts up a bank shot, gets that to go. Andy Geddes answers right back with her first basket of the game, a strong drive, and it's to a 5-point lead, 33-28. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cardinals on top of the Pirates as Yamauchi almost loses the dribble, gets it back, goes near the half-court stripe, drives to the free throw line, picks up a dribble, sucks the defense up. A foul called as Belknap hacked on the way to the hoop. Great job by Yamauchi bringing the defense forward. I think they all thought she was going to put up a shot. Instead, it was a pass to Belknap, who went to the hoop with the defense out of position and will earn 2 free throws at the line. Josie Mejia picks up her third foul, 4th team foul. And Belknap, who's 1 for 1 at the stripe, will put up the first free throw, and that is going to find its way to the bottom. Good. She's got 8 points in the game now, 5 in the quarter. Jessie coming up big for the Cardinals as a sophomore here who has been gaining confidence throughout the year. Brawning will check into the game now as Reagan Yamauchi will come over to the bench to take a seat. And again, that 6-point lead, clinging 2 on the scoreboard with a minute to go on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. One more free throw up, that free throw off to the left side, rebounded on the backside by Geddes. That's her third, and a foul's going to be called on the Cardinals. I believe it'll be on Ronning. And Callie picks up her third foul. That's the 5th foul on the Cardinals. There'll be another inbounds play coming up for the Pirates, working right to left with the entire court to come up. Into the game again, Ariana Finlayson will check in for Callie Ronning. First minutes for her in the game as a senior, trying to see what she can do out there to help her team along. As Povey gets the inbounds play, Ari comes up the near side, tries to swipe the ball away, but Povey gets it quickly back to Kent. Back to Povey, right side elbow, kicks up top to Cook. Near the top of the key, goes to her left, spins around, into the lane, goes to the hoop, fights up a shot off the rim and out to the near side, back to the Pirates. Once again, they'll keep possession. The Cardinals slowly creeping in on the rebounding category as they were out-rebounded 20-13, but they've won the battle, I believe, in this quarter. Into the inbounds. It'll be Lind with the basketball, right side, short corner, kicks it up top. Taken by Kemp before finding Geddes. She goes to her left, kicks outside. Again, Lind finds herself open from 18. No good. Rebounded by McCullough. She's got some open room. Pulls back on the shot, though, and will have it on the left side wing. Cardinals with mostly bench players on the court. In fact, all bench players as McCullough drives the hoop. Blocked away by Povey. A denial on the way into the hoop as Povey comes up big in the defense. And the Cardinals go back on defense with a 6-point lead, 34-28 and 10 seconds to go. Povey goes to her right, spins in the lane, puts up a shot, fouled. Can't get the shot to fall, but she's going to be stepping to the free throw line for another pair. We'll see who they pick the foul on here. I believe Alexa White is the one who's going to be whistled for it. And no, they get that one on Tawny Barfus for her first. Team 6th with 7.7 seconds to go. First free throw up and good for Abby Povey to give her 9 rebounds to go with 10 points. 34-29. Povey's second shot up. That bottoms out. 2 for 2 on the trip. She's 5 for 8 on the game and has 11 points tonight for the Pirates. Back to a 4-point game. McCullough backs away in at the free throw line, loses the ball, picked up, and as the buzzer sounds, it will remain a 4-point game heading to the final quarter of play. The Cardinals check back in their starters as we head to the fourth quarter on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Whether or not you like winter, winter is upon us. There has never been a better time to convert to natural gas. Make this winter more comfortable and warm with a natural gas Lennox furnace from Reed's Plumbing and Heating in Soda Springs. The temperature outside doesn't matter. Keep your family cozy for years to come. For a new natural gas furnace, service on your existing furnace, or an in-home consultation, visit Reed's Plumbing and Heating today. 180 South 3rd East, next to the overpass. Reed's Plumbing and Heating. Natural gas worth asking for.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket, but it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place, and then they act so surprised when I find them, but I'm like, hello, that's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and go seek.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals where they lead the West Side Pirates 34-30. The Pirates start out the final frame with the basketball, though, in a tight matchup and trying to snap a losing streak to the Cardinals that they do not like to think about or remember. Povey takes the ball at the right side, or at the top of the free throw line, throws it away. Jump ball is going to be called for, and the Cardinals will get possession of the ball on the turnover as they start out the fourth quarter the same way that the third quarter went. 9 turnovers in the fourth quarter for the Pirates for 20 in the game. 1 turnover in the fourth for the Cardinals for 10 in the game. Near side, Groning takes the ball on the wing, goes to the free throw line. Yamauchi looks to drive in, hesitates, drives down on Povey, kicks the ball outside and throws it away, giving it right back out to West Side with 7:33 to go. And the Pirates will get to do the inbounding from the far sideline once again in front of the home fans. It'll be passed in to Kent, back to Mejia, and she'll use her dribble with Groning guarding her near the half-court stripe. Back to Kent. Looks into the corner. Taken at the elbows, Povey, before giving back to Lind. Lind gives to Kent, back to Povey at the free throw line. Over to the near side. Lind goes to her left, gets cut off by Yamauchi, kicks it up top. It'll be moved to the right side corner where Mejia goes to the hoop. Can't get the shot to go. Yamauchi tips the rebound to herself, and the freshman will bring the basketball forward. Loses it though, and is picked up on the play, and jump ball called for as the Cardinals turn it back over to the Pirates on the jump ball for their 12th of the game now. Just as things started to be looking to go well into the favor of Soda Springs, West Side starts to climb back into this game and just will not go away from the Cardinals. 34-30. Cardinals still up by 4 with 7:02 to go, and the Pirates starting to stand a little bit tougher on the defensive end. Up the near side, Kent takes the ball. Devin feeds it off to Povey. Povey underneath to Krieger. She tries to go back outside to Kent, but it's going to be picked off out of bounds and thrown into the near sideline by Casey Smith. And again, the Cardinals get to inbound, or the Pirates get to inbound. Kent bounces one to Krieger. Goes to the top of the key. Mejia lines up a triple. Can't get it to go. Goes off with a guide wire on the top. And it's back over to the Cardinals on the over the backboard call. And Soda Springs will get to bring it forward once again with 6:46 to go. Still that 4-point lead on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. Keeping an eye out still for a shot of the game brought to you by A&C Embroidery. Nothing's really stood out on this one yet as the ball popped up and out of bounds. Last touch by the Pirates. And Mejia the one to tip it up into the stands. Soda Springs gets another chance to inbound from the right sideline. With 6:35 to go now as Kent takes a seat on the bench after giving a nice little breather to Addie Cook. Taylor Myers to do the inbounding as she launches one deep to Rasmussen. Kirsten gives off to Smith. Over on the left side, finds Myers in the paint, turnaround jump shot, fouled. Addie Cook's going to pick this one up. I believe it'll be her first. And it will send Myers to the free throw line where she is 1 for 2. Big free throws here. The Cardinals need to make them down the stretch. And Myers will step to the line. First free throw up and good. 2 for 3, from the line now for Myers, with one more attempt coming up. And the sophomore toes the line. Right-handed shooter, free throw up. That one, no good. Rebounded by Krieger. Krieger pulling down what is her 8th rebound of the game. And then a foul called on the Cardinals that'll put Krieger to the free throw line for 1 and 1. Going back to the other side. And a foul is going to be picked up by Callie Groning, her 4th. So with 6:27 to go. And it will send Krieger to the line for 1 and 1 free throws. She's 0 for 2 in the second half, but is 5 for 8 overall. Made 5 in a row at one point in time, so knows she can make them. And the first free throw up and good, with one more coming up. Earning the second opportunity, 35-31. Cardinals still with that 4-point lead. This would cut it to a 1-point game. Free throw up, good. Bottoms, nothing but net. And the Cardinals lead trimmed down to a 1-possession game. They'll push it up the court. Myers takes on the near side, gives back out to Casey Smith to go to her left. She'll catch a screen, goes to her left, continuing, and finds Yamauchi in the corner. Up to the free throw line. Rasmussen kicks it to Myers. Right side block. She'll feed it across the defense to Yamauchi, who bottoms out a jumper. Yamauchi with a clutch shot there, 37-32. 5-point lead for the Cardinals on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. Pass up ahead by the Pirates. Povey takes in the right side corner before flipping it to Lind. Picked off by the Cardinals though, and Lind is going to pick up a foul as she impeded the progress of Yamauchi, and Reagan will watch as the Cardinals get to inbound due to her steal. 22 turnovers for Westside in the game now, with 5:57 to go. And it'll be Rasmussen to inbound the ball once again on the far sideline. Gets it to Casey Smith with a 5-point lead for Soda. 5 minutes and 55 to go. Smith goes to her left, loses the ball, picked up on the far side by Mejia, and she steals it away for the Pirates. She'll push it up the court, goes all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and can't get the shot to fall. Jesse Skies for the board. Ball loose and thrown out of bounds. Back to the Cardinals as Kelly Hobson says the Cardinals were the ones who poked it out of bounds as she shakes her head after the call, but Soda will get the inbounds underneath their own basket. Given in and taken by Casey Smith as she'll walk this one up the near sideline and comes to the near side. Almost loses the ball, gets it back to Rasmussen. 5:30 goes. They find Myers underneath. Ray takes one dribble, fires one up over the hoop. Krieger with another rebound for her 9th, and she'll jog the ball up the court to the near side. Ball's going to be taken by Addie Cook, and she'll move over to her right as well. Finds Povey at the free throw line elbow. Gives back to Mejia to the corner. It's going to be Krieger for 3. Short off the front of the rim. Casey Smith with the ball. Nobody in front of her. Trying to go coast to coast. Goes to the basket. Lays it up and in. Casey Smith with the offensive move. Gets the Cardinals lead up to 7. 39-32 time, their biggest of the game. We'll take a break. Come back with more as the timeout's called on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
Live life comfortably in your new cozy Lazy Boy recliner, sofa, couch, or love seat. With a huge selection to choose from, you'll find the right one for you at Sanders Furniture and Appliances in Soda Springs. If you've been dreaming of brand new kitchen appliances like refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, and chest freezers, you'll be able to find top brands like Whirlpool, Amana, and Maytag. Visit Sanders Furniture and Appliances in Soda Springs. Come find what you're looking for. Sanders Furniture, 148 South Main, Soda Springs.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Keep an eye out again for your ANC Embroidery shot of the game in the business of making your business or team look good. Give them a call at 208-604-1775. It'll be the Pirates to come up with the basketball. 5:03 to go, but the Cardinals building back to tying their biggest lead of the game at 7, 39-32. It'll be the Pirates to inbound. As I said, Cook launches one deep to Krieger. She'll fake the handoff and take it herself up the right side. Gives off to Kent, right wing. Inside now to Cook on the elbow. She'll drive through, puts up a shot, gets it to go. Cook with a strong up shot, gets herself to 4 points and 4 boards, and cuts it back to a 5-point game. Great move to the lane by Addie Cook. Into the paint is going to be Smith. She's fouled on her way to the basket. Abby Povey, I believe, is going to pick up the foul. And it will be 1-and-1 free throws coming up for Casey Smith. So Abby comes up with her 3rd foul. And as I said, bonus the rest of the way through for this one. And Casey Smith to the stripe for 1-and-1. She's 2 for 2 on the night, has 16 points, which is a season high. And Smith's first free throw up and good. Doesn't even think about it, just drops it through. 5 points in the second half and a 6-point lead for the Cards. One more coming up for the sophomore. Leading scorer for the Cards tonight. And again, looking at a career high as she drops home her 2nd basket as well. 17 points against the Pirates. And she loves playing this team as she put up 14 points the last time they played. Up the court, it's going to be Kent. Bounce pass outside to Povey. Povey holds the ball on the wing before using her dribble. Abby kicks it back to Kent in the corner. Gives outside to Cook. Inside pass is going to be taken by Povey, but a foul called on Jessie Belknap reaching over the body of Povey, and it's going to send Abby Povey to the stripe where she herself has been 5 for 8. 1-and-1 free throws, though, so not a guarantee. 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go. First free throw for Abby, up and no good off the back iron. Yamauchi pulls down the board. Reagan gets her 6th board of the game, and she will come over to the near side. Cross the timeline, 4:20 to go. Goes back to her left, catches a screen from Rasmussen to the top of the key. Gives into the corner, taken there by Smith. Smith feeds to Rasmussen, who finds White. Her shot misses badly. Kirsten balls the ball and pulls it in and is fouled on the backside corner. That's going to send her to the line for 1-and-1 free throws now as the offensive boards continue to stack up for Soda. 7-point lead, 41-34, and 1-on-1 free throws coming up. Foul's going to be whistled on to Devin Kent. Rasmussen's free throw, no good. Krieger skies for the board, gives her a double-double as she pulls in her 4th of the half and her 10th overall. Near side gives up ahead to Povey. Back outside to Krieger. Maddie looks to her right, comes back to her left, gives off to Devin. Drives baseline, puts up a shot well over the basket. Mejia pulls down the offensive rebound, though, on the backside. Gets it on the right corner, bounces it up top to Cook to reset the offense. They'll fire it to Povey. She takes one dribble, pass underneath, can't open for a moment, but White cuts her off before Krieger takes it, lays it up and in on a teardrop. Maddie with her 4th point of the half gives her 15 overall, and it's a 41-36 game with the Pirates again answering back. It'll be Callie Granian to bring it forward, catches a screen from Rasmussen, goes to the far side. Yamauchi takes it in the corner before giving it back up to Granian. Fires a pass, near side White, up top to Rasmussen, back to Granian, into the left side, short corner by Yamauchi. That's no good, and Krieger in the right spot to pull down the rebound as it bounces into her hands. She'll bring it up the court to the near side. The senior almost loses her dribble and gives off to Kent. The junior gives it back inside to Povey. Banked up and getting the friendly roll. Abby Povey with her 13th point, and a timeout's going to be taken as it's back to a 3-point game. 41-38 with 2:58 to go. Back after this break on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
It's so pretty here.
Katie's away at college,
There's the library.
but she can still be close to her mom back home. Travis is working on a big report. High-speed internet puts a world of information at his fingertips. Silver Star Communications provides connections that help students learn and keep families close, even when they're miles apart. Get your family in touch and informed with high-speed internet from Silver Star Communications. Call today or visit silverstar.com.
It's a tight contest here at the home of the Cardinals, 41-38 with just under 3 minutes left to go. Soda Springs in control, but not by much, as the Pirates have given them one of the toughest battles they've seen so far this year from District 5, keeping it to a 3-point game. And the Cardinals offense being paced by Casey Smith, Jesse Belknap with 7 points, Kirsten Rasmussen with 6 points, and that pretty much is your big scorers. Reagan Yamauchi only has 4, 2 points for Taylor Myers, and 3 points for Callie Granian. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go as the Cardinals will come out with the basketball in their possession and set to inbound on the far side baseline on West Side's half of the court. Full court to go, but West Side not extending the full court pressure, and it'll be Casey Smith to take the inbounds from Taylor Myers. West Side going against the Cardinals starters on the court. You got to assume it's going to be starters the rest of the way through as Smith goes to her left, picks up her dribble, feeds it to Reagan at the free throw line. She passes out to Granian. Cardinals move it to the left side where Smith holds onto it. She'll get it back at the top of the key, back to Rasmussen. Goes to her left, kicks it into the free throw line to Yamauchi, drives in, cuts out to Smith, back up top to Rasmussen. The Cardinals again moving around, trying to hold for a good shot on the game as Smith almost has it poked away, and now it is poked away, but it's poked away because of Addie Cook's second foul as she ripped it out of the hands of Smith and sends her to the free throw line, and she's 4 for 4 tonight from the stripe, so a good person for the Cardinals to see lining up. Here in the high ponytail. Toes the line, right-handed shooter, puts it up and gets it to go. Just caught the front of the rim, but snuck its way over. 2:30 to go, 4-point lead for Soda, 42-38 on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard. Second one up, and that's good as well. And Casey Smith goes to 6 for 6 from the line and also extends it to 20 points on the night. It'll be the Pirates to bring it up the right sideline. Devin Kent goes to the far side and dribbles it out of bounds to turn it over. The Cardinals pick up their 3rd turnover of the quarter, and it's the 23rd of the game for the Pirates, as well as the defense for the Cardinals has continually been a thorn in the side of West Side. But even with all that, they've still kept it tight. 13 turnovers for the Cards, 23 for the Pirates. Smith to the near side, gives up top to Callie Granian. She holds it near the logo before going to her right side, all the way to the hoop, loses the ball off her own foot, and turns it right back over to the Pirates. Still that 5-point lead, 43-38 with 2:09 to go, and West Side another chance to inbound. They'll launch it deep to Povey. Abby comes across the half-court stripe, picks up the basketball, and flips it into the top of the key. It'll be taken there by Cook, finds Mejia, right side wing. Josie, finds Povey inside, blows the shot up to the hoop, fouled underneath the basket. It'll be on the floor, but it will send her to the free throw line regardless for 1-and-1 attempts. And both teams have now committed 9 team fouls, so it's double bonus the rest of the way through as Abby, who is 5 for 9 now at the free throw line, has a chance to try and get her team back into within 3 if she can make both of these. Cardinals doing the gator arms on the free throw line as the free throw up, no good. Rebounds fought for and tugged down by Taylor Myers. Smallest player inside the paint gets the ball and gives it up ahead to Yamauchi, who brings it forward at a walk to her left. Goes between the legs, comes back to the near side before kicking it to Groning. Top of the key, minute and 41 seconds to go. Goes near the corner at the half-court line before trying to dribble her way through, avoiding the 5-second count on the defense that's extending by the Pirates on a 3-2 zone. Groning goes to the far side. Continues to just dribble her way through and making the defense work, and now is it poked out of her hands and poked away to the Cardinals to remain as Addie Cook got her hand finally into the shooting lane or the dribbling hands of Callie Groning, but the Pirates will watch as the Cardinals still get to inbound. Casey Smith brings it up, minute 23 to go, goes to the far sideline, has it poked away again. This time Devin Kent pokes the ball out of signs. 1 minute and 21 seconds to go, 43-38. And Taylor Myers once more is set to do the inbounding on the sideline. Launches one deep to Rasmussen. Kirsten, nobody up on her. Hands off to Smith on the near side. And she'll go to her right. And a push is going to be called on Devin Kent. Got too close. That'll be her second foul. And sends Smith once more to the free throw line for 2. As it's double bonus the rest of the way through. Smith, we talked about it, 6 for 6. And 2 more coming up. 20 points in the game for Casey. And the free throw up and gets the roll on the front end, almost kicked out. Makes her 7 for 7 from the line though. Proving that she's the player that the Cardinals want to step to the free throw line. And Smith puts up the second one as well. Gets that to go, remains perfect, 8 for 8. 45-38, minute and 14 to go. Mejia has the ball poked away from behind, pokes it through the legs of Povey, picked up by Smith, and a jump ball is going to be called in favor of Soda Springs to go back the other way as another West Side turnover gives them their 24th. Still that 7-point lead for the Cards with just over a minute left to go. Smith with the ball, goes to her left, floats one up ahead to Callie Groning. She's going to come up on the far sideline, catches a screen from Smith, goes to her left, all the way to the feet of Rasmussen. She gives back up to Smith. She'll try and go to her right. Now kicks it back to her left, back to her right, on the wing. Goes into the corner, loses her dribble, gives it over to Groning. Callie drives baseline, fouled down low. That's going to send Callie to the free throw line. And the Cardinals continue to just milk time off the clock. Took 20 seconds off on that possession with Callie and sending 2 free throws for her. Timeout's going to be taken. Foul went on to Josie Mejia for her 4th. We'll take a timeout, come back with more on this broadcast of Cardinal Sports on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
Cattlemen have a code of ethics. Live each day with courage. Take pride in your work. Always finish what you start. Do what has to be done. Be tough but fair. When you make a promise, keep it. Ride for the brand. Talk less and say more. Remember that some things aren't for sale and know where to draw the line. The folks at Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho are proud of the students at Grace High School, investing in the leaders of tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Soda talking it over with 49 seconds left to go on your Gate City Real Estate scoreboard and a 7-point advantage. Again, remind you, this game brought to you by Caribou Memorial Hospital, where you'll find a qualified, happy, and fun staff working with doctors and surgeons who have a real interest in your well-being. They also have a large network of specialists and surgeons working in state-of-the-art surgical facilities and feature on-site rehabilitation services to ensure you have a comfortable and timely recovery. That's Caribou Memorial Hospital and Living Center at 300 South, 3rd West in Soda Springs. As Callie Groning steps to the line, hoping to give the Cardinals some well-needed points here. 45-38, they're on top, and Groning drops home the first free throw. She's made her last 2, and she's now 2 for 4 from the line. 4 points for Groning on the game here on senior night with a 46-38 lead, and 1 more coming up for Callie. The senior sends it up, cannot get that one to go. Cook pulls down the rebound. Good box out by Addie Cook underneath, and she'll bring it all the way up herself to the top of the key. Fires one near side. Devin Kent for 3. High shot. Can't get it to go on the back iron. Rebound fought for and bounced out of bounds, but saved back in play. Povey with the ball finds Devin Kent. Another 3 ball almost banked in, and this time the rebound comes out to Callie Groning. She'll hold it, gives up to Casey Smith, who goes to her left. Up ahead to Yamauchi. Goes to the far side wing. pulls up on the wing and is fouled over there as Reagan Yamauchi's going to step to the free throw line with 19.7 seconds left to go in the game, and the Cardinals on their way to a District 5 regular season championship with only Aberdeen left to play, and this sending the Pirates to a 2-loss in the district record. And a whistle, as that's 5 fouls on Mejia, so she's going to have to take a seat. Nobody realized it until late, and she'll have to come out and take a seat onto the bench. Kat McCullough's going to check out, and check in, I should say. Also getting in, Tawny Barfus. And Ariana Finlayson's going to check in as well, as all three seniors getting their time out there on the court for a final ovation. As Rasmussen will take a seat on the bench as well as Myers. Sorry, we had to figure some stuff out there on who all was in and out. And a free throw coming up here is Mackenzie Aston back into the game for the Pirates as well, replacing Mejia. 19 seconds to go, first of the two, up and no good for Yamauchi, And she remains at 4 points and 6 boards tonight. One more free throw coming up. Right-handed shooter, the freshman, toes the line. Crouches low and fires it up, and that is good. Gives her 5 points in the game, and the Cardinals lead up to 9 now. 19 seconds to go. The Pirates push the ball up the court, and to the near side, it'll be Cook. Back outside to Povey. 3-ball launched up deep, missed badly, and rebounded by McCullough. She's going to hold on to it, and the foul's going to be whistled as Kat will step to the free throw line for a pair. And the foul is going to be called on Devin Kent for her second after McCullough pulls down her 5th rebound of the game. 7 seconds to go with 47-38 left in the game. 7.6 seconds to go on the Gate City Real Estate scoreboard with McCullough's free throw lined up and good. So Kat extends it to a double-digit lead, 48-38. And one more free throw coming up for the sophomores. Again, all three seniors on the court getting their chance to shine a little bit here in front of the stands as this free throw up and good as well. Kat moves it to an 11-point lead. The Pirates will inbound. Krieger to push the pace up the court on the near side. Crosses over, top of the key, puts up a 3-ball. Can't get it to go, airballs it over the hoop. Rebound and a shot up by Cook. No good after Cook pulled down the offensive board. And Soto wins this one 49-38. As they move to 7-0 and district play, and hopefully on their way to another perfect run through the district record. We'll take a break, come back with more on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com after this word from our sponsors.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Hey America, we need to have a little talk. We've got a lot of food in this country. We've got so much food that we can't eat it all. So how are 17 million kids in America struggling with hunger? That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and gets it to hungry kids who need it. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Here are your Lalaton food specials for the week of January 28th through February 3rd in Soda Springs. We start off with Bounty 6 counts of paper towels for $5.49 with the purchase of 4. Also with the purchase of 4, you can grab yourself Tide 92 to 100 ounce select varieties of laundry detergent, $9.49. Continuing with the trend of cleaning supplies, Dawn 18 to 21 ounce dish detergents are $1.99 each with the purchase of 4. Those are just some of your specials at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
This is a test to find out if you know it all when it comes to children. Name one of the leading killers of U.S. children age 1 to 13. What's the best way to protect children in a car crash? At what age and size should a child start using a booster seat?
Don't assume you know it all when it comes to car seats for your child. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat and know for sure. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Whether or not you like winter, winter is upon us. There has never been a better time to convert to natural gas. Make this winter more comfortable and warm with a natural gas Lennox furnace from Reed's Plumbing and Heating in Soda Springs. The temperature outside doesn't matter. Keep your family cozy for years to come. For a new natural gas furnace, service on your existing furnace, or an in-home consultation, visit Reed's Plumbing and Heating today. 180 South 3rd East, next to the overpass. Reed's Plumbing and Heating. Natural gas worth asking for.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket, but it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place, and then they act so surprised when I find them, but I'm like, hello, that's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and go seek.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals on KBRV 800 The Bear, as well as online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com. I want to thank everybody who tuned in for tonight's broadcast as the Soda Springs Cardinals come away with a very, very hard-fought victory against the Westside Pirates, and one where they trailed at times and were able to take a lead at times, but were able to come away with a win by 11 points, 49-38, a much better offensive production for the Cardinals as we take a look down the final numbers. Starting off with the West Side Pirates, Maddie Krieger led the way with a double-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds, 13 points and 10 rebounds for Abby Povey as the Twin Towers down low for the Pirates. Both had solid games, although the second half was a much weaker night for them as the Cardinals adjusted and worked their way down low. Addie Cook with 4 points and 6 rebounds, Andy Geddes with 2 points and 3 rebounds, and then that was all of the scoring. When we only have 4 players score against the Cardinals, it's going to be tough for you to get points onto the board and have a consistent scoring presence. Rebounding battle was won over by the Pirates, as by my tally they had 32 rebounds in the game to come away with a win in this one. Or excuse me, had 42 rebounds. As my math is off, it is 32 rebounds in the game, or 38 rebounds in the game, as they come away with the victory there. Cardinals with 30 rebounds, 24 turnovers in the game though for Westside and the Pirates compared to 14 for the Soda Springs Cardinals. On the other side for Soda Springs, there was one player and one player only to mention, and she gets our shots of the game. Not just shot, but shots. Brought to you by A&C Embroidery, in the business of making your business or team look good. Call them at 208-604-1775 for 3-point baskets, and a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line, as she went with 22 points and 2 rebounds. Casey Smith leading the way for Soda Springs. 8 points and 1 rebound for Jesse Belknap. 6 points and 5 rebounds for Kirsten Rasmussen, and 2 points and 4 boards for Taylor Myers. Reagan Yamauchi had 5 points and 6 boards, and Callie Grotting on senior night, 4 points and 5 rebounds. Tawny Barfus, 0 points and 2 rebounds on senior night, and Ariana Finlayson contributed as well, although she did not make the scorebook. Definitely had some good moments on the court in the game as well. That's a wrap up on our stats. We'll have a break, come back with our sports update. Nathan Lau of the Soda Springs wrestling team joins us, as they're going to be in action this weekend, taking on yet another tournament, as Nathan Lau will join us on our sports update on the other side on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
Cattlemen have a code of ethics. Live each day with courage. Take pride in your work. Always finish what you start. Do what has to be done. Be tough but fair. When you make a promise, keep it. Ride for the brand. Talk less and say more. Remember that some things aren't for sale, and know where to draw the line. The folks at Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho are proud of the students at Grace High School, investing in the leaders of tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Man, do I love card night. You ready, boys? You got a king?
Go, fish dad!
Oh, come on! This is WWE superstar Titus O'Neil. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
MyLocalRadio.com, is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Caleb Burgraff here with Nathan Lau, who's a sophomore on the Soda Springs wrestling team. And Nathan, looking at the season so far, it's been a rough season for the Soda team. In a lot of ways, just because it's a younger team. You're one of the younger wrestlers on the team. What's it been like for you, and what's the atmosphere in the room been like for you and some of the younger kids?
It's been really interesting. There's not many older kids. They kind of, you usually look up to the older kids to lead you, and not having very many of them, it's kind of looking to the coaches, and it's a lot different looking to coaches rather than to fellow students who you kind of know better.
You do have some kids in the room that do have a lot of experience wrestling, kids like Devin Adams or Stephen Fryer. What have you been learning from them, and what does their intensity in the room do to help you guys moving along, even if you're having a day where it's kind of tough to get the body moving?
They're always going really intense, and they put a lot of emphasis on really working hard and always making sure you're going 100%, making sure that maybe not necessarily making your moves better, but getting the workout that you need.
You're the heavyweight in the room, and that's a tough position to have in a small school because you don't really have a lot of competition when you get out into the matches, and there's also not necessarily a ton of kids that you get to wrestle against when it's in practice as well that you're going against that are up at that 285 weight class. What are things that you've been doing to try and kind of make up for that when it comes to getting into the room or even outside of the room?
When I work on my own, I try and work on my cardio. Heavyweights aren't necessarily the fastest, so if I can build up my stamina and endure through 3/4 or the 3/2 of the match, and that's kind of where I've been trying to get an advantage.
Looking at some of the other points on the season, again, first year wrestling for yourself, it's kind of tough to pick up the sport quickly, but you've had some good bright spots, 3 wins in your rookie campaign, I guess you could say, for out there on the wrestling mats. How much do those wins do for your confidence when it comes to getting back out on the mat the next time?
They're really big confidence boosters, especially going into practice that next Monday. After having a few losses, you're kind of down on yourself, but if you get a win, it really boosts you up, and you really want to get working hard.
Over at the Aberdeen Duels, you ended up getting a win in your last match. Does that even help even more when it is the last match that you're wrestling, that you get that win in and you leave on a good note going into the weekend?
Yeah, I felt like I had a really slow, kind of sluggish start to that tournament, and so getting that was really a confidence booster going home.
We'll wrap it up on this question then, and that's one of the things that you've really been working on, and we were talking about, is getting up off the bottom and making sure that you're keeping moving, which again, heavyweights, it's a different type of position wrestling on the bottom there. What are some of the things that you've been working on to try and improve your skill when wrestling from that side?
Because heavyweights are typically pretty slow, I try and work on speed. I mean, I'm not very fast, but in the heavyweight category, I'm a lot faster than most. So just working on the speed of my moves.
Nathan, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us now, and we'll let you get ready to get back into school, and good luck in practice this week as you guys get ready for more action.
All right, thanks, Caleb.
Whether or not you like winter, winter is upon us. There has never been a better time to convert to natural gas. Make this winter more comfortable and warm with a natural gas Lennox furnace from Reed's Plumbing and Heating in Soda Springs. The temperature outside doesn't matter. Keep your family cozy for years to come. For a new natural gas furnace, service on your existing furnace, or an in-home consultation, visit Reed's Plumbing and Heating today. 180 South 3rd East, next to the overpass. Reed's Plumbing and Heating. Natural gas worth asking for.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're
believe
going to
this.
do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
just broke up,
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights,
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
Then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks,
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
One stop and get everything on your list. Gas, groceries, fresh deli items, lottery tickets, and all your fish and game licenses. Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs is locally owned and open 7 days a week. You can check the daily lunch specials every Monday through Friday on the Patterson Quick Stop Facebook page. When you need it quick, get it at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs, 111 North Hooper. Go Cardinals!
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money.
FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Lady Cardinals coming away with a 49-38 victory over the West Side Pirates as they move to 7-0 in district play. The Pirates drop down to 5-2, and the seeding is officially set for the 1 and 2 seeds. Still to be decided on who is going to be the number 1 seed, or who they are going to play, though, as Aberdeen and Malad, I believe, playing each other tonight. And we will find out who is going to be the top seed out of those two. If Malad wins, they would get the number 3 seed. If Aberdeen beats Malad, it would most likely go down to a coin toss, as they do not have a similar opponent, and they would both be right at the same record, assuming Soda beats Aberdeen in their second matchup of the season. We take a look ahead now at what's going to be coming up on our broadcast schedule, as we have a very busy schedule. The Soda Springs boys will be back here tomorrow night taking on Malad in one of their final home games of the season. That'll be a 6:40 pregame and a 7 o'clock opening tip. Of course, they'll have Aberdeen on the 1st of February as well, and a big matchup for them in that game. And after that, the Soda Springs girls will be going to Aberdeen. It'll be a 6:40 pregame show and a 7 o'clock tip there as well on Saturday night from the home of the Tigers. We'll be joining you there, and hopefully the Cardinals will be able to wrap up a perfect season in district play, taking on the Tigers and hoping to move into the number 1 spot with a little bit more extra momentum. The Grace girls will then be our next matchup after the Soda boys against Aberdeen on Monday, but that all leads into next week. We'll take a look ahead on that as we get done with the boys' schedule next week after their game against Malad tomorrow night. Hope to hear from you then. Again, final score of tonight's contest, 49-38. Soda Springs comes away with a tight victory. Thanks again for listening in to the Cardinals postgame show. The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Old West Media and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion of this can be used or rebroadcast without express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. I'd also like to thank our sales team, as well as office manager Kim Miller and general manager Warren Cook. Thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. Once again, final score tonight, 49-38. Soda moves to 7-0 in District 5 play. 15-15 overall with 1 game remaining on the regular season schedule. Thanks again to Darby Seifert for running the camera for me tonight. I'm Caleb Bergeraff. Until next time, tune in to more Cardinals basketball tomorrow night at 6:40 on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
We hope you have enjoyed this presentation of Caribou County basketball on KBRV The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com. Visit our website for a full schedule of upcoming games and for recaps of every game we have covered this year. Until next time we take to the air with Caribou County Sports, goodbye and good night.